Alright, what's up guys? It's Charlie Does HVAC here. I'm a 20-year-old technician out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, and I'm about to take you guys with me to do a preventative maintenance on my own system. Let's go. Alright guys, it is currently 8:54 a.m. and it is time for my personal unit, my personal AC system for its twice-a-year maintenance. So let's get it. Hook the van up. Get my bag. All right, let's walk over to the unit now. We're gonna start with checking capacitors, check my voltages, amperage, stuff like that. Make sure everything's within range before the summer hits, because that is probably one of the most important things you can do to an HVAC system before summer or before winter. And after that, we're gonna take the top off, clean the coils, make sure everything's good out here. And from here, we'll go into the attic. Let's go. All right, guys, so thermostat is on. I'm going to start by taking off the disconnect. Take that off, make sure it's in off position. Get my drill out. So basically these are going to be readings of all of my electrical components. Checking to see what my amperages are, what my capacitor looks like, my contactor coil, all things like that. Making sure my system is healthy before summer in Louisiana hits. So that's what we're doing now, and why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it. Now that I got all of the power off and the panel door off, get my fuel piece meter, connect my ends to it. I'm gonna come down to my capacitor, take off my leads. Just like that. Grab my drill again. Capacitor out, put the screw in. This capacitor is at 35.5. I'm gonna show you guys how to make sure it's good. All right, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do, this capacitor is dirty. I'll brush it off real quick. Brush everything off. Make sure I have good connection on my leads. Okay. So it's 35.5 capacitor. I have 35 on my compressor side, 5 on my fan side. So I'm gonna take my meter, set it to MFD. You guys can't see, but set it to MFD. I'm gonna go from Herm to C, and my reading is 34.07. So that's pretty good. It's not bad, but it's not dead. Now I'm gonna go from C to fan, and I'm getting 4.8. Getting 4.8. So my capacitor is not bad. It'll probably need to be changed in another year or two. Maybe by next summer I'll probably change it just to stay on the safe side. But capacitor is good. Capacitor is good. So that's great news. About to put it back in now and check the contactor coil. Okay, I'm gonna remount my capacitor. Let me put this screw real quick. Remount this bad boy. All right. I always want it showing. Other comment, get up. It's like this. Fan. Most likely always gonna be brown. And compressor's gonna be purple. Alright, now that's hooked up. Let's check our contactor coil. To check your contactor coil, you want to pull 24 volts off. I can get it off to stop the contactor from pulling in. And I'm going to get my meter and set it to ohms, just like this. And I'm going to go from this end to this end. I'm good. I have 15 ohms. Contactor's good to go. Everything's right with it. So I'm gonna put this 24 volts back. Oh wow, that scared me. Put this 24 volts back. And there we go. Now we're good on that. Contactor is good. I'm gonna go get the gauges, hook them up, check levels. Do my hoses. Turn my gauges on. And so my readings might not be as accurate as I want because it's not hot out here, but it's not cold, and it's kind of cool in the house from last night. So they might not be what I want it to be, but I'll be able to tell if something's wrong based on what they're looking like, based on my subcooled superheat. Yeah. I'll be able to tell. Those on. Let's go. Before I start it, I'm gonna brush all this dust out of here. Get all this cleaned up. I need one of them blowers by Milwaukee. So I don't have to do this every time. I just blow it out. Oh, my wire nut. Okay, look what I just found. That is not good. That is not good. I'm gonna need to change that wire nut out. Good thing I just caught that. Yeah, that would cause a low voltage short and my fuse would pop. So, great. Back to the van. Get a wire nut. Replace this one. This one my. Replace this one. Place this one that's on my 24 volts coming in, because that is no bueno. Okay, no bueno. All right, pull this off again. Like so. Alright, that's good. Plug this back up now. Alright. Now I can turn my disconnect on. Make sure it's all the way pushed in. There we go. Hook my clamps up. This one goes on my low side. Like that. This one goes on my high. Alright, let's just watch it now. Let it run for a little bit. I'm gonna just put my meter up. Make sure I got these right. Let me know if you guys take your meter out of your bag, like out of your little fill piece pouch that it comes with, because I didn't at one point, but then I started to get tired of my my leads getting stuck and getting caught, so I just quit. So I started doing it like this, and to me it looks way cleaner. So let me know what you guys think. Alright, my pressures don't look too bad. They're actually probably perfect for the climate it is right now. So I've got a 13-degree superheat, 12 to 13 degree superheat. I'm not really going to go off of that right now because I have a TXV in my unit, my air handler. But so I'm going to go off of this subcool right here. And for being 64 degrees, with the humidity is probably 75 degrees. So with that, a 6-degree subcool is pretty good. My central line temperature is at 52 degrees. That's probably just about perfect. My VSAT, my evaporator coil temperature, that's at 41. Again, it's not hot in the house. It's pretty cool in there, so that's also perfect. My head pressure is not high at all. I think this is perfect right here, guys. I think this is perfect. I don't think anything's wrong. Oh, I forgot. I do need this again. You check amperage. So I'm gonna check the amperage on my compressor first. Connect onto this black wire right here, and to see what it's rated for. So here, I read compressor code, volts, compressor, RLA run load amps, 10.9. Okay, so I'm at 4.6 here, and I'm at 5.1. Okay, so we're at 9 something. We're good. We're good. Okay, my fan motor. Fan load amps, 0.75. So I take my fan load amps, wherever it is, where's it at, where's my fan at? This brown wire right here. 6.9, 6.2. That's good too, it's within range. Alright, everything is perfect, guys. I don't see any problems, any issues out here. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, and I'm gonna cut it off, and we're gonna clean this coil. Right, I'm gonna button up this unit. I like to cut the power off when I button up my units because, you know, I don't want this panel door to hit any wires or whatever and cause it to arc and potentially injure me or somebody else. So I like to just turn that power off, be safe, and close the unit up just like that. Oh man. See. Okay, there we go. Goodness gracious, man. Alright. Trying to think of what else I need to do. I don't think I need to do anything else. I think we're all good with that. Let's spray this coil out. Clean it. Get it clean. Unhook these gauges. Take my clamps off. These. Just like that. Put them back where they go. That was dumb. Shouldn't have did that. But we're good. Alright. Turn it off. Put my cover back on it. And then I'll carry it to the van whenever I go back that way. Jeez Louise, man. Alright. Putting the gauges back where they go, making sure everything goes back to its place. One thing you guys are going to learn about me, I am a very neat and organized person. I do not like clutter. I like everything to be where it belongs. I believe everything has a place. Look at this. I believe everything has a place. Everything should go where it belongs. I feel like that will boost efficiency a lot. Yeah, so that's one thing you guys are gonna learn about me. There. All right. Take all these screws out. Put it on my Milwaukee magnet to keep everything nice and safe. I do not want to lose these screws. All right, set that there. Move this out the way. All right. All right. Let's flip this top up. Like this. Oh, it's this one. There it is. I was turning it the wrong way the whole time. Okay, so that out of there. Move this magnet to right here about to disconnect. These back on here. Of course my battery's dead. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on. Ah, you rascal. All right. Let's use this. These batteries want to die on me and whatnot. It's not gonna go anywhere. This does the trick. All right, good. I'm gonna put this drill back. This back first, then slide this back there. I can put my disconnect back in. It's good to go. Alright guys, so that's it for this video for today. I'm going to be doing the inside part in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys loved it. If you guys have loved it or it helped you out a little bit, please press the subscribe button. I'm going to be dropping a lot more content on this channel. So stay tuned guys. Peace.